Good day, everybody, and happy Friday. Today is December 5th. I'm Kathy. Welcome to Yarn with Heart. Welcome back, and thank you so much to everyone who is returning and to anyone who is new. Warm welcome to you also. During December, I will be opening Advent gifts from Cambridge Fibre Limited, and also I have a second Advent made of yarn that I purchased from Australia. A hand dyer from there helped me to put an Advent together using minis that I bought in the summer. Each Friday, I will be opening some of each of these Advents. And for anyone who is saving their Cambridge Fibres Advent to open all at once at the end of December, I will give lots of warning with a spoiler alert so that you can skip ahead in the video, and that way it will not spoil your December 25th surprises. For any who are new, each week on Friday, I share some of my works in progress and finished items. And when I show you my projects or anything that I have purchased, information about how to find those items is in the description box below. When it comes to purchases, I'm not affiliated with anyone. It's just things that I have purchased on my own and want to share about where they're from, in case you'd like to purchase some yourself. So let's all grab our cup and settle in for a bit of a visit. If you are a person who loves yarn, loves to knit, loves crochet, or any of those three, I'm so happy that you're here. First, let's take a look at one of the Advents. This one is hand dyed by a place called VK Yarns, and for this one I wrapped them myself, and these little boxes I got from Amazon. And for the one I wrapped myself, there are 12 minis and a full hank of yarn. So today let's open the first three, and I will save the full hank of yarn until the end of the Advent on December 26th. So let's see, here's number one, number two, and number three. Now, Michaela, the lady who hand dyed this from VK Yarns, she is so kind, and when she mailed this to me, she sent a few extra little treats too, and those I included in these little boxes as well. So here we go. Let's see what's in this first one. And in box number one, oh, there's a little treat. This is from Australia, a fruit-flavored candy, a Mentos candy. And this first yarn, there we go, it's got some green speckles. I hope it's showing up nicely. And there's this that Michaela had not only the color of the yarn, but also a beautiful quote to go with it. So this yarn is called You Are Valuable, and it says, to value someone or something is to hold that person, thing, or animal as important and worthy of appreciation, time, effort, and protection. And that's a quote by Stephen Stosny, a PhD. You are important and worthy of appreciation, time, effort, and protection. So there's the first one. And the second one for today, let's see, undo the little ribbon. And this one has green together with some yellow, and it's got some tea in there. And this is Australiana tea. It's organic and caffeine free. Australia's healthiest tea tonic. And that color is called, the colorway is called You Are Connected. And it says, it can be difficult to feel connected some days, but those connections are still there. Some are faint, some are strong, but they exist. How do I know? 'Cause we have one, and I'm always happy for you to reach out if you want to chat. So that is color number 2, and color number 3 for today. There we go. Oh, wow, look at this one. Oh, and there's another candy in here. A Mentos candy. So I'll be able to share, I'll share that with Jeff. And here's the third color. And it's got a few speckles of yellow. There, and this one, the colorway is called, let's see, You Are Precious. Of all possessions, a friend is the most precious. And that's from Herodotus via Brainy quote. And I am really glad you are here, friend. So here are the 3 for today. So that's the start of this Advent. Such beautiful colors. And for each of the hand-dyed minis that I show from Michaela, she does have full hanks available at her Etsy and on her website. I have these in cotton. They are also available in wool or even something called fluff in a variety of yarn weights. I also popped over to her website and I found out that Michaela has a few of her 2025 Advents for sale there. Those are in DK weight. If you do not live in Australia, you could contact her to check for the shipping quote on those before ordering. So these are my 3 colors from the mini set that I bought last July. Now this year is the 3rd year that I have received yarn from Cambridge Fibres, and this is becoming a tradition. It's a treat from Jeff for my birthday and Christmas. And now let's start with the first week of Cambridge Fibres gifts. Now, these are numbered 1 through 5, and if anyone who is saving their Cambridge Fibres packages to open all at once on December 25th, this is where you might want to skip a bit ahead to my finished items so that you won't have any spoilers. So here we go. Let's see. We're starting with day number 1. There we go. So here we are. So let's see what's in here. Oh, look at the color. This is wonderful. Oh, I love it. With the naps, and it's so soft. This is Ganga Acro Wools, and it is in the color Tangy. I've used a little of this from a previous Advent, and it was beautiful to work with. This one is, let's see, 78% acrylic, 22% polyester, and it is 504 meters, and it's 280 grams in this one skein. Very nice. Now number 2. Oh, this one is number 2. Let's see what could be in here. Oh, I can't see it. There's so much tissue in it. Oh, look. What is it? There's a star and some beads. I like the color of the yarn. This is, oh, this is macrame. I did macrame a while ago. I haven't done it for quite some time, but I would love to do some macrame again. Oh, it's a macrame, a tree done with macrame. Oh, I'll have fun doing that. Oh, thank you, Parry, for putting that in here. That's quite good. And I like the texture of that yarn too. Very nice. Oh, here we go. Here's the picture. There. Very good. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that was number 2. And now, day 3. And again, I will show you the first peek. Let me just open a little bit of it here. There. Oh, good. I was hopeful that there'd be more of this yarn so I could make a bigger project. Lovely. Oh, that's good. And I do love that color. And now this one is day 4. Wonder what could be in this one. There. Oh, another beautiful color. And this one, is there a, yep, there's a band that's a ball band in here. This is, the yarn is called Peacock, and it is 100% deluxe cotton. And it's 100 grams. I don't see, oh, 180 meters, 100 grams. This is very nice. It has a really nice texture on it. It's not a familiar yarn to me. I don't know of it at a store in this area, but I do love the feel and I love the color. Look at this. Oh, so nice. And I'm sure if I call Carrie and ask, I could purchase more of this yarn. So nice. And number 5, this says, hope this package brightens your day. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh, okay. So let's see what's this. Okay, now this one, there's no ball band for it. It feels like a really nice cotton that I'll be able to use for this something new make along. This will be so good for making kitchen items with. Now, when I asked Carrie about receiving this Advent, I asked if she could please send only acrylic and cotton to me again this year, like in the previous 2 years that I received her Advents. And I'm so grateful that she does this. And so some of the yarns that I receive here might be different than other people's Cambridge Fiber Advents. It will be fun to see what might be different and what might be the same. And wow, this was such a fun start, and now I will wait until next week to open 7 more packages from this Advent. Also, the next 3 from the Mermaid inspired Advent. For anyone who is new, this year I am weighing projects that I have made with yarns I bought up until December 2024. And in November, I was able to make a few items. Some things I made were with yarn that I purchased during November or with yarn gifted to me, and those are not counted here. The projects that I made using yarns bought up until December 2024, those were the Crocodile Stitch Pixie hat. That was by Anne Michelle Phelan. Also a Catherine shawl, and this one was designed by Joe's Crafty Hook. And I'll give you a quick peek at that one. And all of these you could find more information about in my November videos if you wanted to peek and see what size hook or needles I used and what yarns I used and that kind of information. However, the patterns for most of these will be in the description box, that pattern information. Now, this one is a blanket that I'm not going to give too much information about, but it is part of the Stashdown. This might be a crochet along hosted by a friend of mine, and I'm testing the pattern for her crochet along. And then next is the angel dishcloth that I made. This one is a pattern by Amy Lehman, and there's a nice little halo here, or you could use that to hang the angel if one wanted to put it on the wall. And then next is a hat and cowl set. This is called the Sylvan Secret hat and cowl. That's by Cynthia Spencer from Real Clear Designs. And finally, the Parry Beanie, and this one is by Bonnie May Blue. So those were the ones that I made for Stashdown 2025. My November totals adds on 1,186 grams, or that's 41.8 ounces, almost 12 skeins of stash yarn used in November, and a total of 7 projects made using yarn purchased in December 2024 or earlier. So for anyone who's new to Yarn with Heart, a content creator called Bridget from Queen's Crafts by Bridget is where I found out how to keep track of my Stashdown yarn. She has lots of ways to keep track, and it doesn't have to be by the gram. Also, There are lots of ways that you can let Bridget know your numbers each month. If you would like to join in, you can pop over to her channel to find out how. I'm finding that Stashdowns and the make-alongs that I follow have all really encouraged me to use yarns in my stash this year. And now for finished items, this week I completed a couple of items. One is a knit scarf to go with the Parry beanie that I made last week, and this scarf is made using the same yarn as the hat. This is made with Lion brand Hometown in the color Anchorage Ice. The needles I used are size 10 millimeter for this one, and the pattern I followed is a modification of the Fisherman's Rib beginner knit scarf by Mary Beth Temple. I watched her video tutorial and modified the pattern slightly to make this. There's also a paid pattern available. And much thanks to my friends who suggested that I make this a longer scarf rather than stopping at 5 feet in length. I think it is wonderful at this longer length and will be very warm and cozy. So this is going to be one of the donations that I send in January along with that hat. And a second finished item for this week is another hat. This one will be the first of 2 pictures that I hope to send to Judy from Judy's Creations in Crochet for this month's butterfly. The pattern is called Cat-tastic. It was designed by Christine Ross and is a free pattern. This was a pattern on Ravelry that used stranded knitting. I'll hold it up close so you can see the little cats on here. I used a 4.5 millimeter needles for the first few rows and then switched to a 5 millimeter needles for the rest. And this will be for a young child, about 1 year old. About the yarn I'm using for the gray, there's no ball band. The brighter colors, the pink and the blue both are Bon Bon Classic. Now, often at the end of videos, I include a quote, and today, instead of a quote, a peek at the book called Santa's Workshop. Please let me know if you would like me to continue sharing about this booklet and the little characters in the Christmas village. So let's start by reading in here. It's Santa's Workshop, written by the elves of the North Pole. Where is Santa's workshop? Santa Claus lives in a magical place. It's far to the north, in the middle of a wild white wilderness. It snows for most of the year, so remember to wear warm clothes and snow boots. It's always busy at Santa's workshop, but there's still time for fun. There are lots of exciting things to do around the North Pole, like skiing, ice skating, sledging, and snowball fights. Santa's workshop is near the North Pole, but its exact location is top secret. Only Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves know where it is. Santa's suit. On Christmas Eve, Santa Claus is dashing all around the world delivering presents to children, and sometimes grown-ups too. Take a look at his super suit to see how he prepares for his busy delivery schedule. He has a fleece-lined, extra-warm, waterproof jacket. He has a map of the world in his right pocket, and he has turkey sandwiches in his left pocket, a pair of goggles, an adjustable belt, fleece-lined gloves, and reindeer snacks, which are carrots. He has fleece-lined trousers and very thick woolly socks, which are not fleece-lined. His boots are also fleece-lined, and he has a fleece-lined hat with room in the top for spare mince pies and cookies. The elves' outfits look very similar, but there are important differences. They each have their own important jobs to do inside and outside the workshop. The chief elf has a big bauble on the top of his hat. He has a star badge and a fancy apron. His bells ring at a different tone so that the other elves know when he is coming. The indoor elf has a small bauble, an apron, tools, and soft, fleecy indoor boots. The outdoor elf has a stand-up bauble, hat with ear flaps, a waterproof coat, thick socks, warm outdoor boots, and gloves. So next week, if you'd like, we can read more. It's about the sleigh, Santa's workroom, and the packing room. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your crochet, enjoy your knitting, and I hope to see you next Friday.